rain, sleet, or whatever else, thunder, lightning. If there's no power, we can still record technically, right?
Yeah,
Like,
most definitely.
so yeah, rain, sleet, or shine, right? Is that what people say?
I think that's what the post office says or some
Oh,
shit like that.
dude, shout out the post office, dude. They are fucking full senders. They are like the original sender, you know?
Our podcast is failing so low now.
Hey, you gotta give back to what, you gotta give credit where credit's due, right?
I guess. I appreciate them delivering my mail on time, full of bills and nothing exciting.
Dude, the post lady that does like our mail and stuff, she like pulled up in the yard because they do Amazon deliveries as well. They'll if
Yeah.
it gets shipped to the post office, and since I live in bumfuck Egypt, she comes pulling up in her fucking Jeep, straddling the fucking center console. And
Yeah.
I was like, "Is it just something you gotta get used to?" She's like, "Yeah, it's not so bad after a long time." I'm like, "But you need like a cushion. They should like definitely build a car." I mean, I've seen people here with cars that are on the opposite. They're like a European style car where the driver's on the other side.
Yeah.
But I mean that's how mail trucks are. But like civilian mail deliverers need like some type of dealio to help them. But yeah, shout out the mail people.
And you're listening to the best podcast in Central Louisiana, Third Coast Podcast, on all major streaming platforms. So, how was your Father Day weekend, Koba?
It was exceptionally well. Saturday we had went to Lake Charles. We had did a escape room for the first time. Lake Charles has two places that do escape rooms. I can't tell you the fucking names of them. You have to look them up. But we did like the hardest one there, which is like this manor. And you
Yeah.
have to do all these clues and shit like that. You have 1 hour to do it. And you have 3 clues to find, how to open up all the trap doors and solve all these riddles and shit like that, puzzles and stuff. It was pretty fun. We got done with it in like 54 minutes. And it was like the hardest one to do. So
What's the average completion time, or did they have that?
well, we asked the lady. She's like, they just stopped doing the statistics on it because I asked her what is like the success rate, and she has just told me like she couldn't even tell me. But you can look on their Facebook page and you see like the people who've, like which puzzle they did in their completion time, whether they completed it or failed it or whatever. But yeah, we barely got by. Excuse me. But yeah, and yesterday I didn't do a fucking thing. I saw the neighbors mowing their grass. Like, you know what? This is why I planned ahead
Yeah.
because I knew I didn't want to do nothing.
You seen the backyard? I weeded that whole thing because my lawnmower was messed up.
Dude, I'm not even mad about that. I'm actually proud of you because I've been having to use a weed eater for like the past like 4 years to mow lawns because now I have a lawnmower.
Oh, congratulations.
It ain't new.
I would do the clapping sound, but I forgot which one it is
It's all
off the top
good.
of my head. Hold up.
Hey.
We're a little quiet.
A little quiet, a little quiet. And
Yeah.
today I'm feeling, like, remember, like, well, I guess not really remember, but those nights where you just, like, kind of go too hard and then, like,
yeah.
you smoke a lot of cigarettes. Well, I didn't smoke any cigarettes, but I got, like, this little cold now, and now, like, cigarettes just taste so bad to me. I still, like, crave a cigarette. I still want to smoke a cigarette. So, you know what? Today is a black and mild day, and I'm so glad that
I
bought.
would feel that would be worse than the cigarette.
It tastes so much fucking better because it's like pipe tobacco.
Yeah. Do you inhale that one or no?
You can, but you don't have to. Cause since I smoke cigars, this is I don't know. It tastes like I don't know. It's pretty good.
So what did you do on you just relaxed? I like your Father's Day shirt you got on too.
Thank you. What is that? You China said that Brandy bought you a similar shirt. It says,
Carrie bought me that shirt.
What does it say?
It says "Surviving Parenthood, one beer at a time."
Fatherhood.
Yeah, fatherhood.
At one beer at a time. Yeah, that's what mine says on the back too. I was like, man, I got a very similar shirt to that, so that's why I wore it today. But yeah, yesterday was great, man. Cooked some steaks for me and the girl, and just relaxed and watched movies about insane asylums all day yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's an interesting topic.
I find that the mind is like the most like the single most like difficult thing to understand when it comes to like psychology and all that stuff like that. Just like seeing how people just how people's brains work is just like super incredible to me. So I just find it fascinating.
Yeah. Everybody's wired a little bit differently.
People are fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
You don't gotta go far to see that shit.
no. But these, it wasn't anything like, true story. I didn't watch any documentaries or, just movies with like Kate Beckinsale and shit like that.
Yeah, I ain't big into the documentaries where it's like Jeffrey Dahmer and shit, and to me personally, I feel like they're kind of glorifying these monsters of killers. But hey, there's a whole bunch of popular podcasts and stuff for crime, so
And I know like a
who's
lot of
winning?
people are like into like true crime and serial killers and like cult stuff, but what's like I was thinking about, a lot of ladies are drawn to that type of stuff.
Yes, very.
I don't know the appeal of it because it's like these dudes are like the worst dudes on the planet, but they're like almost obsessive with like.
Well, have you ever listened to some true crime podcasts? They go into like
Oh, yeah.
gory details, and then they chop them up into several pieces, drag their bodies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My listening I don't want to hear that when I'm listening to shows.
My favorite podcast to listen to for that type of stuff. Damn, can't my glasses. But my favorite podcast to listen to involving that type of stuff is called Parcast Cults.
Yeah.
And there's these two. It's a duo thing. This chick and this dude, and how they map out their podcast is fantastic. It's like a great listen, and like the cult thing. It's just like that's super interesting to me too. But it's in the same realm of like the serial killers and that type of stuff too.
Yeah.
So I get the appeal, but it was like there's a lot of girls who
Yeah.
like that shit, and I was like, I just want to know why. But
Well, that's like the crime shows and stuff like that, like CSI New Orleans or whatever you have, and that's all it. You can't say that they're coming up with all this shit. Just a lot of that shit had to really have happened at one point.
Oh,
And
I have watched a lot of Law and Order.
yeah, stuff like that.
Law and Order is a great show. Shout out Dick Wolf.
Dick Wolf.
That's like the director's name, or the writer of the whole show.
Oh, da na 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 na, or some shit like that. Yeah.
Boom, bum, 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 bum.
And then on this episode, we're in court trying to convict a serial rapist. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And
That ain't my bag.
it turns out it was like this 11-year-old girl who murdered her aunt because it wasn't really her aunt, it was her sister who turns out to be her mother, who was not even her mother. Ba, ba, ba. They do some crazy shit on that show. I have to watch leaning into this because I can't see it.
Yeah, you're
My
going to
peripheral.
fucking nail it.
I already did once. Anyway.
Yeah, that's why I went with this angle this time. So when I feel myself getting quiet, I can just lean a little bit forward and get it back going. Now, hopefully my shirt ain't messed up. Nicholas got me this for Father's Day.
Hell yeah.
He's like, hey, Dad, picking him up. I forgot what I was bringing him. Shout out to Loomis. Y'all need a haircut in the Oakdale area. Make sure y'all hit up Loomis and get fucking faded up.
Love you, Loom.
But we were driving up there to get haircuts. Well, they were. I get haircuts seasonally now.
I miss getting haircuts, dude.
I told Loomis that too, that he's cutting off all this hair on my kid's head. And I was like, man, I just wish I can go back to where I had a quarter of that shit, But time moves and hair goes in the southern direction on my body. But we were going up there and Nicholas is like, hey, Dad, you like South Park? I was like, yeah, I
Do
I
they
fuck
watch
with
South Park?
Yeah, they like South
Because
Park.
like we were watching South Park whenever we were their age.
Yeah, so I mean, I can't hide it from fuck them. Fuck it. They have phones and shit. They're gonna watch
Yeah.
whatever the fuck they want to anyway. But I was like, yeah. I said one of my favorite things about South Park, they don't care about who it is, what it is, business, presidents, politicians, comedians, regular people. They talk shit about everything underneath the sun. And I was like, yeah, I like them. He's like, okay, cool. And
What
then
was
gave
it like?
me this.
Like 6 years ago? Was it 6 years ago? It feels like it was a long time. Whenever we went to get on your YouTube, on your television, and there was like on the search bar was just girls Remember that?
Oh yeah, when they were girls.
Exploring through YouTube.
I'm a As a parent with teenage boys, I'm afraid to look at their see what depths of the because we didn't have that. Like we had a computer
Yeah, I wrecked your
and
dad's
dial-up
computer one time in
internet.
high school. Shout
Yeah.
out, Pop. I apologize for that. I was looking at illicit ebony um, type of things.
Oh well, since we're going to bring this up, I want to. But before I get into my question, my this is going to be throwback for all of the hardcore listeners out there who's been listening to us since day one, over 4 years ago, or 5, or some shit like that.
It's been a while.
So in the original, podcast, Terrence would always have a tweet of the week. Well, there is no more Twitter is X now. So I got one for you, Kobai.
All right.
Do you think the type of porn you watch is who you really are?
That is
And that's from X.
That's a very tough question to answer because, like, academically speaking, right?
Okay.
This is just
I seen this and I just had to ask.
because I'm a big fan of
The industry?
of the industry, the adult industry. Like good for those people. Not saying that I look for like specific like niche things or like into fetish or anything like that, but I don't like specifically look for a certain style of video. I'm just basically just looking for a particular type of cast member.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
But could you feel like that could be a real thing? Because there's a whole bunch of different fetishes out there in the world.
Most
for
definitely.
sure.
Because like there's a show that I was introduced to over the weekend. It's kind of like one of those. It's really big right now on like YouTube and stuff. It's like a dating series, right? So it will start out showing people from like their legs up, and then it'll start showing up to their neck, and then it'll reveal their face. Well, these people on this show are completely naked,
All right.
guys and girls. It shows everything. And we were sitting there watching it while playing a game and stuff. And I'm just sitting here because like I never seen it. So I'm gonna sit down and watch it to see what the show's about. And that's just it. These people are just looking for, like someone to date, to be with. And sometimes it doesn't work out. But it goes off of like body type. Like, is this the type of body that you would like to seek out or whatever? And I get it, but fuck, that's like super like exhibitionist,
Yeah.
tough, to put yourself out there like that,
Yeah, you gotta go. Damn, you gotta go from feet to dick almost instantly. Yeah,
Yeah, you see a lot of wieners on that show, dude. Like a lot of like the poor buddies and guys are like, good for you, dude.
Good.
I forgot the name of the show, but yeah, it's like on like BBC and stuff like that.
Not the news network, right?
Hopefully not. I don't know. Fuck, I wish I knew what the name of that show was. I'd shout it out. But yeah, shout out Dylan Johnson for showing me that. He was part of that whole escapade, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, we gonna get you on the show soon enough, Dylan. We just gotta acquire the right timing to do it, and it's gonna be fun. And big shout out to everybody that's been pivotal this year, making the show work. Big shout out to the 221 YouTube subscribers. Hey, we getting close.
It's a very, very big feat for us.
Yeah, a lot of progress. And thank everybody in the Horde and all of our friends and family abroad in the big state of Louisiana.
Yeah, big shout out to the work that you do on the sidelines between you and your lady. And we're still keeping this motherfucker afloat.
Somehow or another.
Oh,
we
yeah.
are. Hey, pass me a beer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Your beer winch today. And you're kind of bald.
I'm
And
wet.
I don't like your glasses.
It goes with the high rise shorts, the hiking boots, and the whatever the fuck you call this. I wasn't really thinking it through.
So,
I'm kind of regretting it because it's fucking.
I got a question though.
All right, go ahead.
I got to double back and
Mhm.
ask you, how was it to experience your first Father's Day? Because it was, right? Your first physical Father's Day, right? With the Bambino?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
was that experience? Because I know you're a new father and stuff like that.
Shout out, new dads in the house. It's it's really weird because also her first birthday is approaching too,
Yeah.
and it just like the whole moniker of time flies and oh they don't stay baby long. They really fucking don't, dude.
Yeah.
Like she and we just brought her to the doctor Friday, and they said that what she's doing now at almost 10 months is she's like doing past what a 1 year old does.
Yeah.
So she's like developing really well because she's like standing and taking some steps and stuff like that. And to see that, I'm like, holy fuck, I actually like, did something right type shit. Or maybe she just got all of her mom's genes, which hopefully she does.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I mean, a splash of you, but
She's got my
let's hope
eyes
that.
and she's got my big ass ears, and that's all that I hope she has of me. And I hope she has I think she's a very outgoing baby. She likes to be around people. So
Yeah.
I keep hitting this thing. But yeah, man, it's just super surreal just to Cobby's a dad.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy because who would have thought that I have a baby?
Well, it happens.
It
And you can't
happens.
pull out. That's part of the
Yeah,
deed.
shout out condoms. Shout out. Woo woo. Because
What, shout out, you should.
yeah, dude, safe sex is great sex.
I can't rebuttal that one.
No, you can't, dude.
No, I have 4, so.
Mm.
I'm just happy I got some. A day off was great, so. And with 4 kids, it's just chaos anyway. But it is cool when the kids get older and they still want to, tell you that shit and shit like that, I guess. I don't know. My kids are teenagers. It's a little different. They're big as hell. I got to cook a fucking big-ass meal for them all the time.
Yeah, I still cook my own steak.
It's like, yeah, I could cook me something, but then I got to feed everybody else, so I ain't going. And then, like, no one really enjoys barbecue like I do at the house. It's either hamburgers, and then the boys like hamburgers, and Alyssa and China like steak and salmon.
Well, like between you and I, if we had the choice, we would barbecue every day.
Yeah.
We would just given because we used to barbecue at least no less than 3 days out of the week.
Yeah.
Every week. Sometimes 4 days we would barbecue. But not everybody likes that, so.
Yeah. Not a lot of people don't like chicken on the bone no more.
No.
Everybody likes it super processed now.
Well, the only time I buy chicken on the bone is if it is bone-in thighs. Because to me that's like the best chicken to put on a grill or to cook with or to like get the meat off the bone. I hate buying tenders or chicken breasts because it's just too processed, like you said.
I like taking the spine out of a chicken and
Spatchcocking it.
Yeah, laying it flat on the grill and cooking it like that.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite ways. Anyway.
Spatchcock. I wonder where that came from.
I have no idea.
Ain't no telling.
Ain't know. But y'all are listening to episode 228 now? Yeah, something like that.
Get this ball rolling, dude.
Yeah.
So what you want to do first? You want to get into what we have here, or are we ready to taste test? We got some testaronis we were supposed to do last week.
But we got deep into the BCU with Richard. Big shout out to Richard. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, you sent me a
calling
friend
show.
request, dude. Thank you, Richard, for calling in, man. That was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great episode for sure.
For sure.
For sure, for sure.
For sure, for sure.
Put 5 on that. But I don't know. That's all up to you.
Well,
A couple little things we got. I do want to take time to tell everybody, because this will be coming out soon. There is 2 disturbances out there in the Gulf.
I seen that.
Just make sure that y'all are prepared, because shit's real. I mean, it's already the beginning of the season. We're going to this coming up week, we have some potentially coming this way, and this is the beginning of hurricane season. So make sure you have your ducks in a row, and if not, just do the old traditional Louisiana way. Ride it through. Get you some beer.
Canned goods and fucking just get enough ice in those Yeti coolers to.
Make sure you eat all them old MREs because the National Guard will be back if something crazy happens, and stock up on those. I always love, even though that it's like, oh God, big ass hurricane hit, fucked a lot of shit up. I'm like, man, I wonder if they're gonna give out MREs around this.
I forgot which hurricane was that we had went over to your house and y'all had just had Maya, I think.
Laura? No, this is when China was pregnant.
Oh, right. And then we ended up going to Ice Chest house.
Yeah. That's Laura. I'm pretty sure. The one that fucked up y'all's way more.
Yeah. That was Laura. That was pretty bad.
So just be prepared out there, because I know a big group of our listeners are in the Gulf Coast area. So
I'll be going to work in the next week and a half. So
yeah, you're that's even more fun for you.
Well, we're still at shipyard. But the vessel is the best place to be during a hurricane because we have the whole boat runs on diesel generators anyway.
And y'all can lift up out of the water too, right?
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't that be more dangerous with the winds and shit?
Well, it just depends on the rating of the weather. Once the weather gets so bad and the sea state gets so bad, then they would ultimately evacuate the vessel, you know? But no, she can fucking ride out some bad weather, dude.
Yeah, you said it's one of the biggest vessels out there in the Gulf, right?
Yeah, well, of her type, as being a lift boat. But like underway, whenever the seas get to 7 feet, we stop and jack up. Now, it depends on how much weight is on board the vessel. Depends on what type of weather she's rated for with the sea state. You know, whether it's like, I forgot what it is, but like we've been jacked up with like 20-foot seas and shit, and that's pretty hellacious.
Yeah,
she just sways, you know. That's why people don't like jackups, because she be swaying.
Do you ever fall when that happens?
What do you mean?
Like, I'm just saying, if it just catches you off guard, you just fucking slip and fall on the ground.
Oh, like me walking around on the boat?
Yeah,
no, it's not that bad. No, it's not that bad. Only time it gets bad is if we're like underway, and we just like get caught in some weather, and it's just like, you know, because whenever the boat rocks like this, it's called listing. So like whenever in bad seas and we're listing, yeah, you'll just get a little bit like off balance while walking or whatever like that. And
does that fuck with your sleep?
Fuck yeah. That's why I'm not gonna go work on floaty boats. Cause floaty boats, you know, they constantly.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah, fuck that shit, man. I've almost fell off the top bunks and shit like that. No, cause I had to go ride one of our OSV vessels to my vessel, and like, you know, like 15-foot seas. It might have been 15-foot seas, but it was bad. It was rough. Yeah. That's what, you know.
Fuck all that,
no.
Dude. I know I flew over a whole bunch of oceans, been on a plane for multiple hours, but I don't know if I could ever do what you do out there. I mean, I can swim really fucking good. It's just something about the ocean. I mean, one day I won't be cremated and thrown in the Gulf, but besides that.
Oh, I can swim. I hate swimming.
But it's like, say like worst case scenario, and you go like a ship goes down, the force of the ship going down with all that weight pulls all that water down, and it can pull you down too.
Like the best swimming is like a creek, you know, or a pool.
Not in the middle of the fucking ocean, sharks.
No. I want to be able to at least potentially touch bottom and shit.
Yeah, giant octopuses.
Fucking sharks, dude.
Yeah, there's what, over 130 different species of sharks in just the Gulf waters. I'm pretty sure. Some shit
whenever
like that.
we have to go every fuck, every 4 years we have to go do the Hewitt, which is the helicopter egress underwater training.
Yeah.
Just in case, if we take a helicopter from land to our boat, it teaches you how to survive a plane crash if a bird goes down in the water.
Yeah.
And if it rolls in the water. And so whenever we do those things, there's two helmets you wear. You take the red helmet, which is for non-confident swimmers or people who can't swim, or you take the black helmet, which is, oh, hey, I can swim, I'm a confident swimmer. I can swim. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I can swim my ass off. But I always put on the red helmet because I have anxiety. You know what I'm saying? You ever been flipped up? Well, you've been in the military simulators.
Yeah, I've done that before.
So it's kind of like that, but we're like submerged in like 10 feet of water.
Yeah.
Maybe not even 10 feet. You're upside down strapped. And so you have to bust out a window, unstrap yourself, and then swim out. You know what I'm saying? So I always wear the red helmet. So I was like, you can't swim? I'm like, no, I swim. She's like, well, why are you wearing that helmet? Like, because I want you to have your fucking eyes on me just in case I go in panic fucking mode. Because people like to think that, it's like when people are like, oh, this is what I would do in that situation if they hear a story of someone being robbed or someone being in a fight or someone getting in a wreck. Everybody wants to tell themselves, like, oh, well, this is what I would have done. You don't know what the fuck you're going to do in the heat of the moment when shit happens just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm going to fucking have a fucking panic attack, dude. So, I'm going to wear a red helmet. And I'm going to get the fuck out of there, best of my ability. But at least the trainers,
Yeah.
And I do a good job. Yeah, I do a good job. So, to all those confident swimmers, good on you. All those people who can't swim, good luck. Learn to float.
I love that is inspiring words go by for everybody.
Fucking hate the water, dude. fuck the ocean. It's beautiful. It's great. It's like it's its own like intimate environment. It's gorgeous, and it's only certain people are built for sea. And I like to think that the 2 years I've been at sea, I've become someone out there. But I don't ever want to get in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hell no.
You get dragged down the Davy Jones's locker.
Yeah, dude. Fuck all that shit, man. Shit's scary as fuck.
So I wanted to bring up. So I was reading an article about like space and stuff like that, and I always knew that like we moved through space, but like the idea that our whole universe, the whole Milky Way galaxy, is spinning through space as we speak right now.
Mm-hmm. Like we're spinning, and the other things are spinning.
Yeah,
but we're spinning as a whole.
Yeah, just like you take just the whole picture, like our whole galaxy, the sun all the way to Pluto, all the
you're bringing back Pluto?
Yeah, all the planets, all the moons that are surrounding Jupiter, like everything in our universe in one big collective is spinning simultaneously together through space. Just slowly but surely. And I recently learned they have interstellar clouds that like that span space and shit, and then our whole thing can go through these clouds, which can manipulate the way the whole universe reacts, like hydrogen and stuff like that. And they said a couple thousand years ago, through the Jurassic period, that all this is allegedly, that we went through one of these clouds, which created that type of dense environment and more of not carbon monoxide, not oxygen, CTO, not CTO. Fuck, brain work.
Carbon monoxide?
Not is it what plants produce? I can't think. My brain's going blank.
Carbon dioxide.
The plants produce oxygen, and we give the plants carbon monoxide, right?
Carbon
It's
dioxide.
dioxide. Okay.
Carbon monoxide's like
So
smoke.
when we went through this, allegedly when we went through this cloud at one point during the Jurassic period, is why like stuff got super huge. They believe that that's why dinosaurs got really big at one point in time for some unknown reason.
You believe that dinosaurs are real?
Yes,
Were real?
yes, got to be real. You can't. Or if dinosaurs ain't real, we live in a big ass true simulation. You know, you can't dig up this shit and then they make oil and gas is made out of that shit. So I believe dinosaurs are real. If not, who the fuck did they base Jurassic Park off of? You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? Like there's just
Because that's pretty legit. Even though it's made by Hollywood, but it makes you think.
You ever watch the show Cosmos?
Huh?
You ever watch the show Cosmos?
No. Oh, yes. With dude. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. That shit'll
He couldn't explain it way better than I can.
that shit'll fuck your head up, dude.
It's so, like, that deep thought when you're not thinking about it. Like, because you think about what you have to go through daily in your life and how the world works with you. But sometimes it's weird to step back and just think of, like, the whole thing as a whole. And you're like, damn, it's wild.
Think about it like this, right? Compare and contrast. So, Earth is like the human body. Okay? We're made up of how much percentage of water? Mostly water, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Like
so-
over 80-some%.
So, like, the Earth is comprised of mostly water.
Yeah.
So, the cosmos would be our brain. Because that's yet to be mapped out. And so have the cosmos. That's deep thought, dude. Where are we? Are we here or are we there?
Or are we just conscious water?
Whoa.
Yeah, we're
Or-
rolling right through this motherfucker.
Or we're just like, you know, a lot of people, you know, it's just it's a touchy, very touchy subject. But, you know, the development. How did the brain become so developed?
It's like, what's that movie?
Planet of the Apes.
No, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, when they build this robot to give, like, the ultimate question about life in the universe, and after, like, it was like come back in 1,000 years or some shit, they came back and it gave just this big ass number.
Like, 42. And I'm like, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get drunk. I'm gonna go fucking get some like intergalactic fucking juice in me.
Yeah, I don't know, like, space is an interesting thing. Everything's interesting, though. And you know what's even more interesting is Fête de Void this year. Make sure you go to fêtedevoid.com and buy tickets. There's a whole bunch of killer bands going to be out there this year.
They just released a set list like a few days ago.
Yes,
And
sir.
it's gonna be killer, and we're gonna be there.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you want to go?
Right.
We're one of the greatest people you can ever meet.
We're nice. We're decent.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We wear nice shirts, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on my best behavior, and Joe's gonna be.
You are.
So,
You lied to.
we're gonna. This podcast is currently sponsored by Gator Farms.
Yeah, where we pickled everything. Except you.
Literally everything. You can't pickle fruit though.
I'm going to pickle some mushrooms. It
I
starts
guess-
with I'm going to butcher the name, but I was talking to Lee Cat about them. Shout out to Lay Farms out there in Ville Platte area.
There's a koozie somewhere.
It's inside.
Okay.
But she's going to give me some yellow mushrooms. CH
Chanterelles.
Centrales. And I was
Golden
like,
chanterelles.
Yep,
They're
I'm going to pickle that shit.
They're super fantastic. That's one of the few mushrooms that you can dehydrate and bring back to life with water and cook with them, and they're super nutty, super meaty. They're fantastic to cook with. Like I have some at my house I just seen.
Yeah, I'm going to pickle that shit.
You know, pickle them.
Yeah, I'm going to trade that for some fresh chicken egg, a couple of jars for some fresh chicken eggs and some of those mushrooms.
I
Pickle that shit.
Yeah, we got some we got some things in the work. This year's gonna be hopefully very different than like the past couple of years at FET. So
A way more enjoyable recording experience for us and the
yeah,
guests that
natural,
join.
organic experience.
Yeah, hopefully we have pumping AC, soundproof. We don't have to worry about the sound in any area, and we can conduct our business in peace. Even though Fed is chaotic and loud, but it's going to be nice to have a spot set to the side where we can do our thing. Because podcasts, you got to be kind of quiet. It's kind of hard with the background noise and stuff like that. It interferes with a lot.
Yeah, and we got a couple.
Yes, so as of now, we have Poos the Puppet out of New Orleans that's going to join us for FET. We also have the Quadraholics rejoining this year, and then we didn't get to record with them last year, so it's like a 1 year gap, so that's kind of cool. And then who was the other person? My mind's drawing a blank. Oh, our artist of the week, which we'll tell y'all about later, is going to be another interview at FET.
A dear brother.
So we
from
already got
Oakdale.
three. We already got three lined up, and it's just the beginning. And there's you can go to Spotify and check out the FET Devoid 2024 playlist, and you can get a sample of all the artists that are going to be out there and all the great music genres that span from country to hip hop, like good ass hip hop, fucking. You know, the Iceman's doing 3 sets out there. Just, it's a variety of music. It's like a very big collection. And every year I'm just astounded by all the different artists that I get to add to my playlist and learn about and stuff like that.
It's going to be nice.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be the tits.
It's going to be interesting for
Yeah.
sure. See if Kobe's going to let loose. He didn't get to come out last year, so this year.
I haven't got to go in a couple of years, man.
Oh, it's been 2 years, huh?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't. Has it been 2 years? You came. No, we did. No, it's been 1 year. You was able to make the other one in 2022.
Yeah, but that's 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, now.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah. We're gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna get fucked up after.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Which is when you go to a festival and stuff, everybody's in festival mode, and you're trying to be like, gotta do business first, but it's so tempting. Like, man, just one. Nah, wait till later.
Yeah, I'm always super excited to like do the interviews because that's what we're there for. But I'm also so excited to get the interviews over with. That way, I can just like be submerged in the void, you know?
Yeah, because there's always so much going on all the time in different areas and stuff. Especially with them introducing Chris True and them in the comedy stage last year. That was real nice.
I'm
real funny.
Super excited for that.
Yeah. You want to take a quick break?
Sure, let's do it.
All right. Make sure to check out Third Coast Podcast on all major streaming platforms: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and 5000ws.thirdcoastpodcast.com.
Yes, sir. A wise man once said, "Don't do it all at once." It's not because you want to save it for later. It's because the body can't really handle it all. He was talking about cocaine.
Most likely.
Speaking of cocaine, I got a beer here I want you to try.
Oh, I thought you were about to pull out the key.
Fuck, man. I wish I could hit the slopes. Go skiing in the middle of fucking June. All right, so this...
All right, let's see what we
This is like
working with.
not one of my better finds. Okay, this is a brewery Ohm Gang. This is called Dream Patch fruited sour with cherry, blueberry, and raspberry. We're looking at a 6.5 ABV. This cherry berry fruited sour is here to stay. Proof that dreams do come true. Bright cherries, tart raspberries, and sweet blueberries balance out the assertive sour nature of this beer. It pours rosy red with the light spritzy body, subtle bitterness brewed with sour gurus of Belgium, Leafman's or Lifeman's never-ending berry dreams. 1 pint.
Government warning. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. Consumption of alcohol beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems.
So this is
But it tastes so fucking good.
This is from Belgium.
Belgium.
Yeah.
Where's that at, in Texas?
But goddamn, it don't sound like Texas to me. They can go get fucked for all I know. I'm just kidding.
I had to. I
That
couldn't resist
motherfucker
it.
smells. I drank it.
Oh, dude. What the?
I hope you like it because I didn't. It's not bad.
No, it's smooth.
But this is like
this ain't bad.
This is one of those ones you have to drink while it's cold because the ones
You got me that Milwaukee's curse going on now. Everything I try, I have like a small snapback to a couple episodes ago when you poured me that fucking disaster.
that was funny.
No, I mean to you
because you even said that it wasn't bad.
I know, and then like
The temperature changed.
Yeah.
It altered its fucking state, and you're like, yeah, no, this is just like liquid metal, like fucking metallic, fucking.
it's how this tastes pretty good. I like it. It ain't bad.
No, it's not bad, but
fruity sour. I prefer more the orange and tangerine flavor type of sours.
yeah.
But
I concur, sir. But
it's the cherry. It has to be the cherry. That's what I do not like a lot of stuff with cherry, but it's like that. It just
it's like most things, cherry tends to overpower stuff and make it seem very like medicine-y.
yeah. That's where I'm getting at.
You
I
know?
think it's the cherry that if they would have left the cherry out, it probably would have been perfect.
Yeah, cherry gets to be so fucking strong.
I think that's one of my favorite thing about breweries is the sours. The sours are definitely my favorite. I guess it's maybe like a draw on like eating sour gummy worms or sour Skittles, which has forever chemicals in it I can't eat now, but still it's like that sourness is what I'm drawn to sometimes. No, I mean, it's pretty good though. Shout out to Huckleberry Brewery. Was that the 3-card we had during the fight?
3-car stud.
Yeah, make sure y'all get y'all some 3-card stud up there from
Yeah,
our
that
buddies
one's
in the
fantastic.
Huckleberry. Support local breweries.
All right, let's get into some USA news. Some fucking first time shit. So like, I didn't hear about it because who the fuck gives a shit about it? You know, America.
America!
Fuck yeah. Come again to say the motherfucking day, yeah, America. Fuck yeah.
I wonder how many people around the world hate hearing some shit like that.
I bet, no, apparently everyone else doesn't give a shit about an American being an American. But you know what? My Americans support America. Caw. Like the bird.
Oh, I got a question before you start that.
All right, go ahead.
I got something to show you. And it's up to you if you want to try it or not.
I say, please don't show me your wiener.
Huh? Wow. So this is where we're at, putting that out on the show. Look at this. We're going to call him No Call.
No call.
No Call. Everybody look at No Call. Do you want to take a sip out of No
Where the fuck
Call?
did you find that at?
Don't worry about where I found No Call at. Do you want to take a sip out of No
This
Call?
is like the newest member of memorabilia for the podcast.
Yeah. This is No Call. Get it from the same shit?
Yeah, that looks fucking awesome.
So, do you want to take a sip of No Call?
Give me a sip of No Call. That's pretty good. I'm so glad it's that versus something else.
Oh, no, it wasn't going to be nothing crazy. There it goes, though.
Whew.
We're going to put No Call up for everybody. Give a big shout out to No Call. Oh, I forgot it's the whole... No, I'm going to give No Call a little tap, too.
Go ahead.
I got this from big shout out to Sam down the road.
Hell yeah.
And I got him down. It was like $10, and I kept asking him like week after week after week. I was like, "That's still $10, still $10." And one day it dropped down to $8. He's like, "I'll give it to you for $8." I was like, "So got it." And it's just like a little dude. This is going to be for the Saints' new season with Derek Carr
Hell yeah.
at the helm.
Hell yeah. So, like, the article I want to get into, reading this, I should have sent you the other article that I had read. Because the other article was talking about the U.S. team itself. And the people who were, like, comprised of the U.S. team.
Well, I can do what you send me with.
All right, well, we're just going to...
You can skim over it, it's fine.
Yeah, no. This doesn't... I mean, if you know or you happen to know the USA cricket team wins the first, like, in the history, because USA has never had a cricket team, right?
Is that the shit? That's the shit where you hit it with the paddle, right? And the
Yeah,
ball
and then there's like there's 3 sticks, and you have to try to hit the sticks. Look up how cricket is played, and it's fucking crazy.
I did a little research into it, but
Yeah, it's
I
fucking
ain't gonna lie,
nuts.
it was boring as fuck. So
But the USA team dominated.
they tore it up.
And these guys are fucking first timers with full-time jobs in America playing cricket. And they fucking dominated.
And they won it all, right?
They won it all. And I had no idea that they even... Because who...
Yeah. When you sent me that link, my first thought is, cool, they won, but...
Yeah, but they
had to look up what cricket was. I had an
Yeah.
idea what it was, but I didn't really know what it was. And then I did a little research. I'm like, it looks like weird baseball in a sense.
It's very similar, but instead of having first, second, third, there's just like
Second and home, right?
second and home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's intense.
And like, as long as, it's like it's a lot to fucking explain. But to our cricket advocates out there, Team USA won by a bunch of everyday Joes. Pun intended.
Ain't that how it was? It's not called skee ball, but the thing in the Olympics where they throw and they have to sweep the floor really fast on the ice.
Oh, that's fucking.
That's they won. They won the gold a couple years back, and they're a whole bunch of just average Joe ass people.
That's some. Like,
you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah,
they throw
yeah.
this big circle thing with a hook on top.
Is it shuffleboard?
It might. I don't know what.
It's not a board. They do it on ice.
See, that's why we need a person.
We
who
don't
can
fucking.
be like,
we have literally no idea about the sports. I know that, dude. You know how hard fucking water polo goes in the Olympics.
Yeah, it's crazy how many different. Just like here recently with the WNBA getting a bigger platform, and I like how all these sports, and you brought up, cricket.
Yeah.
And I love all sports, but it's cool to see all these different sports getting the light of day where they didn't.
Well,
get
I was
that
just
light
sitting
of
on
day
the
back in
couch
past.
the other day. I was like, I've been trying to finish off this fucking jar of moonshine that I fucking been having for over a year, and I was like, I'm not buying another bottle until this thing is gone.
May I ask what kind of moonshine it is?
It was the clear I brought here.
Oh, yeah.
From Louisiana Moonshiners out of New Lano.
that night got me right up at work because I woke up the next day. I got to work, made it to the safety meeting. I was like, oh hell no.
Well,
hell no.
I've been craving fucking Bloody Marys, so I've been just making Bloody Marys with it. So like last week, I was just like sitting on the couch, just enjoying some drinks. I was about to cook, and I had me a couple already, and I'm sitting there fucking off on my phone. Then Allie turns to me and she's like, "Hey, did you hear about the USA cricket team like dominating the World Cup?" I'm like, the fuck? When the fuck has the U.S. even been involved with cricket? She's like, this year, the first time. And get this, they're like office workers and like everyday 9-to-5ers. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
But that goes to show that you can work a job and have a passion and be successful in it too. It just takes
We have a whole podcast
Time and effort. That's all it takes.
Except I don't work a 9 to 5.
No, we work some fucking shitty hours.
Well, I work 12s, but I work 6 to 6, but a month at a time. Then I'm off a month.
Yeah, I'm at like at least 3 to 4 12s every week. But I do get to come home and sleep in my bed. So I mean, the hours suck, but I tell myself if I didn't work these hours, I wouldn't make this money, and I can't live here, and I can't do the things I want to do.
Right.
And then energy drinks and nicotine help me through that. So
Like, my shit is the most shittiest thing. There's like two really shitty things about what I do. I'm gone 4 weeks at a time.
yeah,
Sometimes 3 months. Depends if I'm able to work over. Then I have to do 12 weeks. But the amount of money I make in 4 weeks, I have to use that money
for 2 months, right?
for 2 months
Yeah.
of bills. You see what I'm saying? I have to pay forward a month in advance. You know? So when I get to work, I have to have the money to pay for that month. And then when I get paid, have the money for the next month. And that, I have it set up to where it kind of just rolls into each other,
Yeah.
So that's the two worst parts about it. Other than that, it's fucking dope as fuck.
At least when you go off to work, you're working off, so it's like work, couple hours sleep, work, couple hours of sleep. It's just you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a routine. It's not. I don't like the. I used to say this a lot, and I know you've probably heard me say it, but this is like my military schedule. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone. When I'm gone, I'm doing one thing.
Yeah.
I wake up, doing this, go to sleep, wake up, doing this again, type shit. And then when I'm home, I don't have to think about fucking work at all.
Yeah.
So, big shout out to the U.S. cricket team for kicking Pakistan's ass. America.
I need to fix that. I want to bring up something because I'm a big avid Xbox fan. Microsoft revealed the latest entry into the sci-fi shooter series Gears of War E-Day.
Yeah, that's cool.
It begins developed by the Coalition, Xbox internal studio dedicated to all things Gears. The game doesn't currently have a release date, but it's being built by Unreal Engine 5. The announcement trailer harkens back to the classic Mad World commercial of the origins of Gears. This one is based around when the Emergence Day happened.
Yeah.
And in the trailer, it shows the first Locust attacking Marcus Phoenix.
Dude, I forget. I don't remember anything about fucking Gears of War, dude.
So it shows that, and like in a big, like he fights off and kills this Locust, and then this big emergent hole fucking opens, and he's about to fall into it, but Dom rescues him and pulls him up. So it's like a prequel to all the Gears, like when the first Emergence Day happened in the game series.
Mm.
And I'm excited because Gears of War 5, to me personally, I
Five?
liked it.
They made 5 of them?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So this is going to be the 6th one.
I thought they stopped after fucking Gears of War 2.
Mm-mm.
Because
They
Gears
had
of War 2 was out when we were in high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had 3 and 4. I think 4 is when Dom got killed. And then 5 was a couple of sets of new characters and stuff. But 6 is going back to the original prequel that they never even touched on yet. Which, I don't know. It's like in the video game world that they always try to find some new thing to bring in. So hopefully they do it right and do it justice, because they're supposed to bring it back to the original thing where it's more of like a horror game too. Because in the first 1 and 2, you had a whole bunch of like horror elements to the game, like the dark and all the fucking I think it's Krill or whatever, those fucking things that flew around and killed everything.
Yeah.
That's in the dark. I think they're going to bring that shit back too. But
They still do online PvP?
yeah.
Okay.
This will be the first title in the series since Gears 5 in 2019, which was part of a plan Microsoft to turn the franchise into a multimedia franchise, kind of like what they did with Halo. So far, that hasn't exactly planned out for them, though they have a strategy spin-off with Gears Tactic in 2020, which, if you ever play Gears Tactic, it was a fucking train wreck of a video game. But what's in the work now for Gears, they have announced plans with Netflix for both live action film and an animated series based in the Gears of War universe. So as a big gamer, y'all can see the stuff up there. I'm an old school Xbox gamer, and have a new Gears game to play, along with the new NCAA game coming out next month. I'm really excited, so I can't wait for that to come out and be produced for the world. I love Gears, dude. Gears is a fucking killer game. You can chainsaw shit in half. It was one of the coolest guns ever made in any video game.
I haven't played any game since I've been home.
Oh, I'm bad about it now, real bad. But
well, I get so like immersed in it, you know. So I'm like, no, I can do that when I'm on the boat. That way, because there's like the whole thing, like the more time you stay occupied, the quicker time flies by, or the more time you sleep, the quicker time flies by.
So you got that prison mentality going on.
Oh, most fucking definitely, dude. I'm in the Holiday Inn of fucking boats. So, but you can't go nowhere once you're on that motherfucker. So you gotta, make time fucking fly. So I do most of my gaming when on the boat.
And what you play on the system, or are you more of a handheld gamer, a mobile gamer?
No, I play on my PS4. I'm too cheap to buy a PS5, or I have like two Xbox Series S's, and because the X is the black one, right? The tower that stands up. No, yes, I have the other ones.
Oh, okay.
I have one that has a disc drive, then I have one that's a digital.
The digital one, yeah.
So, but I mostly play on my PS4 because the headset I have is a USB headset. I can't use it with the Xbox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mostly do my gaming on my PS4, which I've always been a PlayStation fan versus Xbox. Though the bit mapping on Microsoft is way smoother than Sony could ever fucking do.
Oh yeah,
because it's developed by a computer software company.
Yep.
So like the graphics have always been smoother. The games run a way fucking better. But I've always been a PlayStation fan. So
yeah, I'm especially now. Ever since I lost my Still Joe account, I am very salty towards Xbox. But I can understand because that's just a slight programming. Sometimes stuff just don't carry into new things, and that's understandable.
Well, also they do that. I feel like companies do that deliberately, just so the consumer gets up to the new standards.
Yeah.
Because with the new coding and stuff like that, they can't incorporate the old stuff, the old coding, because coding's always
changing
and updating. Yeah. So I get it, but coming from someone like you who had that for a fucking decade.
The original, I had that online account with the original Xbox.
Yeah.
The original, the OG, the black ones, the big square ones. It was a blow, but that's just how life goes, and that's kind of why I leaned in towards the PlayStation 5.
You have a PS5?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking bastard.
Yeah, but everything's online games now. Like, even Diablo, like, you have to have internet connection to run the game. I wish that they would have games that you didn't have to have internet connection.
Well, that's why I still play Skyrim. Because you can never... you always have... That's why I like sandbox games.
Yeah.
But not like... not like other games like... what is it? Destiny. Destiny is only online.
Yeah,
but like Red Dead, Skyrim, what is it? Fallout. You can play those without. I mean, they're huge fucking games.
Yeah, without an internet connection.
Yeah.
So
I'm a very simplistic gamer. I'm not a competitive gamer. a very fun game is Lego Worlds. I fucking love the Lego game. It's fantastic because it's fucking super big. It's like Minecraft on steroids, you know? And it's very, there's always stuff to do. So that's why I haven't, like, because Allison, she games more than me. She just got the new, like, Kingdom Heart game on fucking Switch. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
No, I'm at loss for words. I don't
Yeah,
know either.
yeah.
I didn't know they made another Kingdom Hearts game.
Well, I bought her the last game she wanted was the Harry Potter game for the Xbox S.
All right.
She doesn't play that anymore.
Legacies? Hogwarts
Yeah,
Legacies?
yeah. Yeah, and that's a very big open world game too that you don't need internet for.
Charles loves the Harry Potter books too, by the way. I was
Yeah.
like, damn. Said, I wish Lord of the Rings is better, but at least, hey, if
He'll graduate there, man.
if he's reading books like that and interested in the thickness, that's very encouraging in my eyes. It's like I don't necessarily I ain't read the Harry Potter books. I've watched a few of the movies, but for the graduate the thickness of books, because the
Yeah.
thicker the book, the better the book.
Yeah, and like I said, I like big open world games, but I like there's a guy I like watching called Mr. Gibbons.
Yeah.
That you know what I'm talking about, the Irish streamer.
Oh yeah.
He looks like fucking Jon Snow from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And he always plays DayZ or I forgot the other game, but you know what DayZ is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he plays that game, which is a survivalist game, and you're playing against people across the world and stuff. And I like that type of stuff, but also I don't like just like Call of Duty. I'm trying to spend all this fucking time getting all this shit, and I'm just getting murked, and then I lose all my shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're talking about
I'm
Warzone shit.
I'm a fucking sore fucking loser, dude. So
Yeah, I feel
I play my easy shit. I'm an easygoing gamer, dude. I have so many games on PS4 that I don't need to buy new shit because I haven't even played those fucking games yet.
Yeah, trying to catch up and like game like we used to, because used to we could spend hours on it, but now you got too much shit to do.
Yeah, but used to keeping up with like the new consoles and the new games, you could do that, but now it's people are still playing. Like a lot of games are now cross platform and stuff, but people are still playing games that are 15 years old, and that's what I'm saying. Like I still play Skyrim because it's my favorite game, and
Well, that goes back to where I think that a lot, even with Gears, there's a lot of gaming institutions where to try to find something new and different is hard. And they just go, like Gears, they're just falling back on a classic. Let's bring back let's bring back all of our big characters and a prequel. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have nothing they can do forward, but they can always go backwards.
Like, shout out to the OG, triple OG, the same engine that they built to run these fucking games, which is Unreal, because they had Unreal Tournament.
Yes.
And I used to play that on PC whenever I was fucking 14 and 13 years old.
Yeah.
They're still out there. That was the fucking shit, bro.
It sure was.
And now, like, I mean, like, PC gaming's been big as fuck for like decades now. And it's getting, like, my buddy's son, he's leaned into PC gaming because it runs smoother.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker, like, he plays Warzone.
It's because a lot of that has to do with the resolution of what video quality you want to play at.
He's like 15, and he murders. I can't. I was like, hey, man, what's your gamer tag? I'm like, man, I don't want to add him, because like, if I go on his team, he's going to make fun of me, and he'll be like, Mr. Scobie, what the fuck's up with that, man? I'm like, yeah, I told you I'm not that good. I don't want to play with your boys, because they'll kick me in the fucking dick too,
So we all play Call of Duty on the PlayStation 5, and I seen Charles made a new class with an old school gun on Call of Duty called the Car. And I was like, why is he running this for? So I played it, and I realized So, in Call of Duty, they update the seasons and stuff, and they change the dynamics of the weapons sometime.
I do
So
like
they
that
buff
they do the
this gun.
season shit. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool, you know.
So they buffed this old, like the old Car 98. You know, the bolt action one?
Mm-hmm.
One shot, you knock somebody down with the sniper if you hit them right, like chest or higher. And
But
it's OP.
Are y'all playing? Damn, y'all playing Modern Warfare 3?
Yes.
See, that's the new one.
Yeah.
I thought about getting that, but I'm not on my Warzone account. I'm only like level like 78.
We're like way up there, but
I can't
we
even.
all three play
You know,
it.
like the
So
missions and the tasks you do to
yeah,
unlock slots or whatever. I can't even like kill the fucking scavenger, wear a mask, kill the scavenger. I've never even seen the scavenger.
yeah.
I've never had the opportunity to do that in the game because I either have to exfil or I
Oh, you're talking
die.
about the fucking zombies.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. This is DMZ.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I forget about
No, no. I'm
DMC.
so cheap. I play DMZ.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah.
you. I feel where you're
I
at.
got an expensive ass internet bill, so that's all I can afford to play.
Yeah. Thank your buddy.
Shout out fucking Starlink. That's the
Yeah,
only shit I can have
your
out there.
buddy Elon Musk
Fucking.
giving it to you the Tesla way. The Tesla.
Hey, I'll give it to you, but it's just like this. You can have it, but it's just like this. Goddamn.
Oh, I got a conspiracy theory to throw out there for you, Kobai. Have you
go
ever
ahead.
heard the conspiracy theory about the Titanic?
The Titanic was not originally named the Titanic. I know that much. And I know that it was just like the fucking, what was the Ocean Gate thing?
Yeah,
How like it's a kind of like a similar fucking theory, right? It's like a money grab.
yeah, exactly.
But this is the Titanic was by one of the current biggest corporations, but this is when they were still in its
yes,
but I know what you're talking about. I haven't read it, but I know what you're talking about. Fucking where was it? JP fucking Morgan.
Yeah.
So go ahead, go along with it.
I'm gonna try to read it this way because when I was doing it this way, the fucking filter was fucking with me.
I'm still getting used to these booms, and I apologize for
yeah.
like the extra noise within this episode. We're still getting used to these fucking goddamn big bulbous black things.
It can be hard to get used to. So the conspiracy theories surrounding the Titanic ocean liner wreck on the floor of the North Atlantic is really its sister ship Olympia. So there's a whole bunch of different documents, and between the two ships, such as part numbers etched into surviving artifacts, other powerful evidence that the switch occurred, and a lot of people believed it never occurred. But the theory is that there was three ships together, and they were all built and constructed at the same time, right? And they all mirrored each other, and they were the largest vessels at the time after the Lithuanian got sunk during World War One. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the first. These three were constructed to carry a lot of passengers and shit. Old school Navy bullshit and liners. When you talk about like ocean liners and like y'all's vessels, sea vessels, and is it like you got to say commercial vessels or like private vessels or like passenger vessels? Is that a thing?
Yeah, each type of vessel is classified within its different type of work it does and the size that it is.
Okay.
So like there's cargo ships, there's ships called ro-ros. Ro-ros are commercial vessels that transport vehicles. So these are like, 10-story fucking
Like ferries?
dude, these are some of the biggest fucking boats you will ever fucking see.
And they just transport vehicles?
There'll be fucking like hundreds of vehicles on these things, but they call them ro-ros for roll on, roll off. But
okay.
I can show you a picture of them, and in comparison to like, you see like the container ships with like the big old sea cans, that are stacked all over and shit like that.
Yeah.
They make those things look fucking little bitty, and they're fucking massive vessels. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah. There's all types of boats out there. If anybody's ever interested in literally marine traffic, there is an app you can go to called Marine Traffic, and you can look up every registered vessel in the entire world and see where it's at.
oh,
And you
shit,
want
yeah.
you think fucking traffic in Houston or Atlanta's bad? Look at the marine traffic.
And I bet you that's the same way for like air traffic too, because air traffic control
Oh
is
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
too.
Well, they have that app as well.
Oh
I
damn,
yeah, I used to have it where yeah you could track flights and shit like that.
App City.
But these like the marine traffic is it's like updated through AIS, which is AIS implemented on every vessel as it's a part of a radar system. So it's registered
Okay,
and
okay.
it's constantly updated like every like hour or every so hour every 12 hours some shit like that, and it tracks where the vessel is departing, where is it heading, this and that or whatever. It's fucking crazy. You'll be astonished. Excuse me, about literally like just the globe and seeing all the boats because it looks like cursors like on a computer.
Oh, like old asteroid shit.
Yeah, it looks like that,
Yeah,
and they're all
got
different
you.
colors, and it's what type of vessel. It goes by different colors. The type of vessel it is. You can click on it. It'll show you the picture of the boat, where it's from, when it was built, where it's headed, everything.
Damn.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Well, if they had this technology back in the day, we wouldn't be talking about this theory, would we?
And pirates are fucking real. Like, in Saudi and Africa, yeah, pirates are fucking real. Central America, even still, pirates are real.
Shout out, was it Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, we get updates. We get weekly updates on the boat, and we have a meeting, and it's just like shit going on, like reports that are entered to the U.S. Coast Guard for U.S. vessels about like, oh, this person got hurt doing this, or this vessel had to call it all stop because of this, because the captain has to log fucking everything
Yeah.
daily happening, and if a situation happens, he has to call it in. Dude, we get shit from fucking Saudi Arabia, fucking thing about pirates, vessels being taken over, vessels being shot at and shit, all the fucking time.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Still crazy in 2024. We're still dealing with pirates.
yeah. But all they want is like money. They just want.
Well,
They're
that's
gonna,
what
they're gonna
most
take it.
people
They're gonna
want.
take a boat for ransom, and they just want money. If a boat goes to Africa, the company, let's say like my my company, if we go to or okay, not my company, but let's say a company brings boats over to Africa, right, to do work over there. It's mostly oil field work. The company already knows how the government and central system works off of bribes, stuff like that. The workers over there, you have to have so many nation workers from the country and state that you're working, and any government official wants bribe money, and the company already knows that. So like, you pay these people off so you can go do your work.
Damn.
That's fucking crazy.
Hey, because that always boils down to money.
Cash is king, baby.
Yeah, money talks and bullshit walks.
Cash is king.
So back to this fucking Titanic ship. So the theory that the Olympia was switched with the Titanic before the maiden voyage on April 10th of 1912, then deliberately sunk 5 days later. They're not saying that the iceberg sunk it, which wasn't Titanic, which was the Olympia, was sunk deliberately. So J.P. Morgan could kill everybody in his basically all of his competition within his company.
Yeah, because they were like trying to go
That's
over
the
to
theory.
New York to start business or continue business
Yeah.
because it was like a big thing. But yeah, the original ship I thought was called the Britannica, but it was called like the Olympic or the 400.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's because like
I can see it. Like when they spin it in that light, I could honestly see it because like I big shout out to Charlene China because we talked about it and I was like, okay, this is giant solid piece of ice in the ocean
and
and they
they
nailed it. I'm talking about they nailed it.
but the main thing about that boat, because they were still in developing steam powered ships and shit like that, she was supposed to be unsinkable.
Yeah.
That was like the main like, hey, this boat cannot be sunk because of the reinforced compartments. If this compartment was penetrated, it was supposed to be able to shut this compartment off to take on this water. Though, yeah, that compartment would be filled because we have voids. Every vessel has voids for weight distribution. A lot of boats take on water for stability, right? So this boat was so goddamn big. It was supposed to be able to like, oh, if anything happens to it, we have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, a plan E, a plan F. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be flawless, but that's the gambit.
And then what's crazy about it, you think about where it sunk at.
In the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, but they can't get to the wreckage. The was it the Titan that blew up trying to get here recently, the little submarine
Yeah,
that they
they were.
piloted.
But see, that was our. Remember, we talked about this. Like, why the fuck are they going back over there?
Yeah, but they're trying to reach the Titanic. But when you look at this conspiracy and you're like, okay, if he really did do this and he really did sunk this motherfucker, he picked the perfect spot because it's unreachable
Yeah.
by man.
But they didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but
and then I give all credibility to that because when you throw that criminal mindset in, no one can literally touch the crime scene because it's too deep of a pressure because it's in a trench, the Mediterranean Trench.
No,
Blows
no,
my-
no, no.
Is
no,
it in the Mediterranean
No,
Trench?
Mediterranean is.
But it's in a place that we can't reach
No,
because
it's in literally the middle of the Atlantic, North Atlantic.
but it's the pressure is so deep that no one can get to it.
Yeah, the trajectory that he chose was supposed to go above and then down. He wanted to stay sailing north instead of cutting through because the water is so unpredictable. So he was staying in the cooler water up there, something like that. But I don't know if they had fucking radar established to determine depth within
Yeah.
fathoms yet. I think they were still running off of.
But wouldn't the iceberg been so big that they would have picked it up on radar?
Yeah, no. I'm saying they didn't have radar yet.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, if you had, 'cause that's what AIS is. So you can set AIS to do quarter mile, half mile, full mile, 6 mile. You can see shit fucking far out,
Yeah.
right? And you can see things marked on maps too nowadays. But this was like what fucking early 1900s.
Yeah, 1912.
Yeah. So I think that
Over what?
yeah,
Ooh,
radar.
over 100 years ago.
Yeah,
now.
radar had not been developed yet. Radar was developed in like World War fucking II or some shit. Because we talked about this. The radar system that we use on our boats, the radar detection was implemented in World War II.
We need to get on a topic in the future about night vision goggles and the old school. They used to have. You know how like you look at night vision goggles, you see green. They used to have a red version they used during Vietnam, and a lot of people reported seeing like devils and flying creatures and shit wearing that in Vietnam.
Well, let's get back to this because my thing. Okay, so like the ship ultimately
Went down.
went down, right?
The lobsters were happy in the kitchen.
It hit a iceberg. Did they ever recover the captain's fucking log?
They didn't because it's too far. They can't get to it. That's why everybody keeps trying to go down there. I mean, they've sent like drones and like videos and stuff, but no one's actually physically been down there.
Right. I don't know. A lot of shit going on with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's been debunked and a lot of people back it up and
Well,
stuff like that.
motherfuckers still think Hitler's alive.
Alex
Well,
Jones knows a little something about spreading
I will
false
say,
information now.
though, Alex Jones been right about a lot of things though.
Yeah.
He's like the living. You know how like the Simpsons predict a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Alex Jones is kind of like the Simpsons.
Yeah, but he did.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
he is getting his. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
saying that I'm. I'm just saying. A lot of people know a lot of shit, and coinky dink ain't just a happening. You should, a lot of people don't believe in coincidence because coincidence is too good to be real. So that could have
Who
been a
knows?
coincidence.
Could have been coincidence. Could be
It could have
a
been a
spot on
kinker dink.
conspiracy
It
theory.
could have been a kinker dink, dude.
That's what they said about lizard people and aliens.
Hey.
But, hey, and
Hey.
UFOs. That shit ain't real. Okay, it's real now.
Yep.
The government says it's real, but we getting longevity in this one. You want
Yeah.
getting some words of wisdom
Yeah, let's
and
get
artists.
some words of wisdom. Let's see. You got one?
Don't be afraid to try and make something outside of your 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5 is what you need to do to make a living, but also try to do something outside of that, even if it's going to work out, small business, podcast, musician work, artwork, whatever. Just always have something to do outside of your daily. Don't make your job your sole purpose in life. Make your job to make money, but also have something on the side that drives you to be better than that organization.
I'm gonna say something that we need to fucking do. Do your research and be more knowledgeable about the shit you fucking talk about because, we can't go off of what, Uncle Kevin said back when we were 12 about trees bleeding or, worms can sense fucking, this and that or whatever. Or, oh, if a bird poops on a Sunday whenever it's high noon, it means that, crabs can't fucking fuck or something like that, we can't just go off of hearsay no more. You gotta know the fucking facts. So before you open your goddamn mouth, do the fucking fact check. So that's something we need to fucking work out.
The more details.
Yeah. So shout out to the uncles from back in the days spreading fucking, because like you ever heard this one? If you kill a snake, burn it where you killed it, and then the other snakes won't come.
I always heard if you want it to rain, kill a snake and hang it on the fence.
See, I ain't never heard that much. I killed a fucking copperhead the other day.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, that's some weird shit.
Well,
I
no,
heard.
okay. My mom killed a copperhead the other day with the shovel at my house. And she said that Pawpaw said, burn it where you killed it, and then the other snakes won't come through here. I'm just like, okay, that sounds awesome, but why the fuck,
Maybe it's the way that the burnt smell of the skin on the snake.
Well, I
Resonates in the
lit a
area?
fucking
I
fire,
don't know.
and I let that fire burn for about a good 4 hours right there in that same spot.
All right.
Just because Mama said.
And Mama said.
Mama said that Pawpaw said. And I'm like, okay, well,
Mama said football's the devil.
Mama said football the devil.
Would you like to introduce our artist of the week?
Shit, yeah. Okay, artist of the week is Chili Ray, an Oakdale-bred artist that found his wings abroad by Houston, Texas. Chili Ray, formerly known as Bello, came to the rap game after a 12-year hiatus. Here is the song, Information Overload, part of the Simp, Volume 3. Shout out Bello, dude. Love you, dude.
Yeah.
He's,
And we can't wait to have you on the
yeah,
show.
he's
for
coming
Fed.
on. He's coming on here in a few months at the Fed. We went to school with Cortland.
Yeah, it's great people.
Great fucking people. Not only musical writer and enthusiast, but also a writer himself. He has some books published.
Yeah.
So, super excited for that. So, that's all I got, dude.
Well, I guess this is the end of the episode.
Oh!
So, for Third Coast Podcast, I'm Joe. What it do, Gators?
And I'm Kobai. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Fucking stay dry, because the rain's here. And the beer is here, too. We gotta drink these beers.
All right. Well, we got to end this shit first.
Yeah.
We love y'all.
We love you. Thank you.
Okay, well, from social media to emails to the internet, technology can be very distracting, and studies also show that it has a negative impact on our brains. Studies also show that it has a negative impact